Hey there, folks. I am streaming. Uh, I have been working a bit early on the Monty, uh, Gator setup here. So that is what you folks are seeing is the Monty Golf. Hey, Spring Jelly, how's it going? I hope well. And yeah, just for people who are watching this stream back as well, the stream will be a teeny bit shorter. And I'm good. Just reason the stream will be a little bit shorter than usual is, I mean, I'm good now, but there was some. I'll just not go into the details fully and just simply say server drama recently in my server. So, yeah, that's why I may be a little bit out of it here, folks. I didn't sleep much due to that. So, yeah, just want you all to know that is why, if I seem a little out of it, there was server drama. So, anybody watching this back as well who sees it and is like, why does he seem a little off? That's why. Yeah, I won't be going into details. And no worries, Spring Jelly. You don't need to delete your messages. It's chill. It's all good. But yeah, so we have the starts of the Monty ride. It's all nice and closed off for us and kind of started. But I am going to be adding more stuff. For right now, there's just a couple of gators, and such. So yeah, that is what's going on there in this wonderful little ride. But I kind of want to preview a little bit of it real quick here, so let's hop on Monty Gator's ride. Oh, okay. So let's give this sucker a go. Change seats, because that's not the best of views. There we go, that's better. Now we can more, like, see in front and on the sides and stuff, maybe. And for right now, we just have one boat. Oh, perfect. Ah, this is even better, right at the back. Yeah, so far, just a generally kind of swamp bayou environment is what I'm going for here. And thank you. It's been fun to mess around with before the stream. I kind of almost spaced because I was having that much fun messing around making this bayou-y type of place. I did want it to look pretty but have some intense parts. Like coming up here, there's like groups of gators. It's gonna be more view-wise blocked off too. So, yeah. But the reason there are gators up there is because I put in a part of the track where the ride will stop for a time. And so I decided why not have a little bit of interest to that one part that stops, something to make it a little more intense. I may even put like the game has like things that you can make stuff get triggered when the ride goes past it. So I may even have some of these triggered when the ride goes past and stops on that point, stuff happens. Let's see how this goes, though, even without it. Okay, so the train should stop right about here, or the ride should stop, yep, right about here. Gator comes nice and close. There's all these snapping ones and that one right there. So you're getting to meet Monty's family, basically. All I could jokingly think when building that part was,
Come on, Uncle Andy. Look, I know I haven't seen you in a while, but there's no reason to get snappy about it.
Terrible jokes. I know. I mean, I suppose I technically did, considering all these gators are just kind of hanging out here. I'd always imagined that for some of the FNAF animatronics. I know there's like tons of artwork jokes of them hanging out with like their actual animal counterparts, but I still imagine it kind of going that way, honestly. Even if like they would probably end up getting like a little bit damaged, probably from trying to like talk to a bear or something. Alright, now time for another little jump scare right near the end of a gator coming at the car. Because I do want it to be a bit thrilling. It's largely going to be like pretty bayou environments, fireflies and things, but I do want some like, oh wow moments, you know, in this ride. Not that kind of oh wow, if you can see the animatronic parts. Right, there we go. That's better. But scooch him a little closer. Yes. Right about there. Now, though, I'm gonna slap down some plants over here and some trees to kind of help block the view of these guys as you come up the path, the, you know, ride, so to speak. That won't do. Aha. Come to me, random dead tree. Not that one. Oh, that'll suffice. Kind of blocks the view a bit. But yeah, I hope everybody is doing well, though, and having a good day. And yeah, what's the question, Spring Jelly? I'm always down to answer a question. Oh, do I have a favorite one from one of the FNAF games? That's a tough one. I would say probably for favorites, it's still to this day like I like a lot of the animatronic characters, but still to this day I don't know what it is, but like Bonnie just kind of, I really adore that character. So I'd say Bonnie if I had to choose just one of them. Because I don't know what it is, but Bonnie is just adorable and awesome to me. And I don't know, I like those types of characters. Like a lot of the different portrayals of Bonnie, I've been like, oh, I like this. It's honestly the other reason I did a Spring Bonnie ASMR. Yeah, I had Fredbear in there, but I was like, I don't know, I just like Spring Bonnie as well. He's another one of the Bonnie gang in my mind. I know a lot of people are like, well, that's Springtrap before he becomes Springtrap technically, but I'm like, I know, but he's a Bonnie and he always will be a part of the Bonnie gang to me. It's also why I kind of made my like Spring Bonnie a more sympathetic character, because I was like, I don't know, I kind of like the idea of them being two different things. There's, you know, there's Springtrap and then that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure too. Now these will definitely help us kind of create some more visual differences around things. Yeah, I may eventually be drifting towards doing some other ASMR stuff, as I've mentioned prior. And I kind of have some ideas for some games that I'll be doing some ASMRs of. For instance, I'm thinking I'm going to be doing some ASMRs of Deltarune. Because I don't know, just the Spamton voice test I did, I was listening back to it recently. And I don't know. I had a lot of fun doing that in swatches. Because it's just supposed to be like the old, like computer, like text to speech voice is what I base swatches on. Yeah, I love how it looks too. It's looking real cool here. Just need to find the swamp trees again. Sorry, I'm checking something out here real fast. Okay, that's cool. I forgot I had gotten those as a mod at one point. So right there is where we're going to need to frame off, because another thing I want to add is basically I'm going to build Monty's like a swamp house for him, basically a little shack that he can, this is like his swamp, he lives here. We're not going Shrek, by the way. It's not get out of my swamp. It's
Hey there, welcome to my swamp.
all right. I'll see you when you return, Spring Jelly. Alright, grab us some bushes, slap those down to kind of give us a blockade view here. Keep this separated. No, you don't. There we go. Can kind of barricade that a bit more view-wise. So we can kind of seal in his little bayou home zone. That's new. They didn't have these before that I remembered. Oh, cool. Topiaries? We do not need topiaries. Oh, okay. That makes sense. But yeah, I'm also putting out through this video and a couple other ways a request for people who want to join my server but want to be admins. Now, I'm looking for some, good level-headed admins who are willing to talk things out with the users rather than just straight up ban them if possible, So I just wanted to kind of announce that in this video because of all the drama that happened. That's why I'm doing this, because I honestly, with the burden of, well, not burden, that's a bad way to put it. That sounds really terrible. That is not what I mean at all. Yeah, that's a better word for it. With the difficulties, that's it. With the difficulties of, keeping track of YouTube plus this, that's where the issues come in. Because it's doing YouTube is easy, but it's keeping track of YouTube plus my Discord community all myself. It's a feat I do not recommend people trying to replicate because I regret it. And yeah, wow, indeed, Spring Jelly. It is. Oh, good lord. It's something I didn't really expect that I would be dealing with in that way. But, yeah. And if also people are wondering, listening back to this stream, or any of you watching right now, why my voice sounds a little croaky, I've been, like I promised, trying to work on Moondrop's voice. Hey, Lynette, how's it going? But yeah, so that's, if anyone's wondering watching this, that's why my voice sounds a little bit like, I don't know, because to me, I can hear that slight more rough croakiness to my voice. But I don't know if other people can. But yeah, my voice may sound a little rougher due to working on Moondrop's voice some more so I can actually sing in that voice. Wish me luck. Okay, that sounds really cool in it. I like that. I had an interesting time when I did Eclipse in the ASMR that I did Eclipse in. I wouldn't say it wasn't fun, but it was definitely weird. It was interesting doing it, like doing two different voices, one after the other, and trying to like keep track of the dialogue between the two. It was fun. Alright, now we build Monty's shack. I'd say that ought to be plenty big for that. There we go. Then we place that there, and then we'll go to split from building, advanced. Nice. Let me see here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna need to fix that ground, but we'll do that later. But yeah, if there's anybody who watches this back and ends up wondering about the Delta Rune stuff, I will be trying to get on that as soon as possible with all the work I have going right now for some other things. Because I won't lie, I have a couple other things in the works right now. Oh, wow, that is great. I swear, there's so much of that in my Twitter feed. I'm not objecting. I like Welcome Home, but I was like, oh, good lord, there is so much of this on my Twitter feed. I still say my favorite I've seen so far is him singing, "Put your hand on my shoulder." That song. And yes, you guys just heard me sing. Random, I know. It's a rarity. Unless I'm messing around with it. That is something you folks will probably rarely hear on streams. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. And it's kind of like an ARG puppet show from what I've heard. But it has like a massive fandom, even though it's pretty new, which I find kind of intense and cool. I'm like, wow, people really like hopped on this. Although there's some, I feel like certain things that kind of get people interested in it. It's got some nostalgia vibes going, kind of hardcore, because it's got kind of a Sesame Street vibe to the puppets. I think the person who created it has even like retweeted some images of like Sesame Street puppets and mentioned that that's some of their inspiration. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Ooh. Oh, ASMRs. Oh, the ASMRs. Yeah, I half want to do some like ones of uh that because I don't know, I kind of like the characters and I was like, well, I was going to try voice acting for one or two of them, but I kind of procrastinated and chickened out and such, and long story short, I didn't get the role. I know I said that prior, but in one of my other streams, but yeah, I still kind of kicking myself. Hmm. Uh, for like the characters from Welcome Home that I was wanting to voice, uh, I could give that a go. I suppose I can give that a try. Uh, let me just finish doing this, and then take a drink of coffee. So I know that's not the best hydration for your throat, but yeah. And yeah, the mind you, one of them I'm like, I mean, he does give me heavy vibes of this Muppets character. I was like, I don't know, for some reason this like the dog Barnaby, that was it. Barnaby just gave me Rolf from the Muppets vibes. I forget if they kind of Like they had character profile, kind of like what they're supposed to sound like in the page where, you know, they had them. But I forget if they had said that. But yeah, so let me finish this real fast and then I'll take a sip of coffee and give it a go. And yay, T. Yes, I have, like, I forget which voice actor, but there's one voice actor on YouTube who I watched a video with him in it. He was like, oh, you know, this is my secret. I always drink lemon ginger tea to help my voice. And I used to drink green tea with lemon, just a little bit of lemon in it. And yeah, that was like my go-to drink for voice acting to help my throat. Aw, why were you afraid of tea? And yeah, it really is a great combo, I agree. So now I need to edit this part real fast, though, and then we'll be finished. Or no, that won't work. So I have another idea for this, actually, folks. Maybe. I mean, it's gonna look a little funky, but we'll kind of just go with it. Advanced. There we go. Oh, good lord. I don't know why, but the dignity joke, if that is a joke. But yeah, dignity. I don't know, but in my weird mind. My god, Henry. You've spilled your dignity everywhere. And your tea. I swear, Henry and Afton just did not get along secretly. Ooh, orange ginger tea. I need to try that sometime. That sounds yummy. Alright, so it may not look the best, but so this is the basic starts of Monty's little shack. So let's pause this for a second. I'll get a drink of coffee and I'll have a go at doing Barnaby's voice. Oh? News on the FNAF movie? I am intrigued. You have piqued my attention. Okay, when is it coming out? Because I need to see that. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I need to flip and see that because that is awesome. I honestly have been very amped to see that for a long time. I won't lie. It's much like I know they aren't coming out with one because it's just at one point it got tossed around by so many directors. It just never ended up coming out, but the BioShock movie, that's not coming out as I said, but it was supposed to. It just got tossed around to so many directors. Still so sad about that. The one person I still feel could have done it justice, but supposedly they didn't give him the dang budget for it, was, oh, what was it? Yeah, that it was, oh, Guillermo del Toro was supposed to be coming out with the BioShock movie back in the day, but they never ended up giving him enough budget from the rumors I've heard, which still is depressing. Like, give the man the budget he deserves. Okay, so that's what we'll go with. We'll go with curtains lit. Ah, I keep pressing cancel. Oops. Because this way we can have kind of like a creepy vibe here. Hey, Rebecca, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. We are currently making Monty's shack right now in the middle of a bayou. Let's see, curtains. Add that to favorites too, just to make part of this a bit quicker. Okay then, so that's part of it. Decorations. Let's see what we got for decor here. Oh, like Barnaby and such? Yeah, I can give that a go. Alright, so Barnaby, as I said, I'd probably go
Something around here. Because, you know, I don't know. I just kind of felt like he should sound a bit like Rolf the dog. And I know that this isn't the best Rolf the dog, but yeah.
Oh, sun. Yeah, sun drop. Sorry, folks, that is my phone being annoying spam caller. So if you're hearing it ringing in the background, that is a spam call coming in. So I think we will wait a second at least until that's done, and then I can say, what did you want me to say, son, by the way? Because I'm a bit, as I said, I'm a bit out of it today, folks. Apologies. Due to drama on the server recently. Oh, so you want son to say, I have a weird idea, but it's sort of, okay, okay, I can totally do that one. That sounds hilarious. All right, let me give this a go. Mom, I threw up glitter glue. There you go. Now I'll need a quick second to stop giggling. Oh. And yeah, for people who know who were in the server, it was crazy. As I said, I won't fully go into details because it was just that nuts. And I don't know, I'm one of those people that, depending on how things go with certain things, I'm just gonna try to avoid dwelling on it too much. Because stuff was crazy and nuts and not good. So, yeah. And I just realized how oddly high-pitched my voice went there. Don't know why I went that pitch all of a sudden. But I decided to, I guess. That's another weird thing that I've learned about myself over the years, and maybe why I went into voice acting. If I make weird, like, changes in my voice, I can just excuse it as I'm practicing instead of being like, I'm just a weird person who does some weird voices. Huh. Weird. I've never been compared height-wise to a character. That's a new thing for me. Somebody being compared, like, height-wise to a character. Not gonna say that it's a bad thing, though. I mean, depending on it, there are worse things, I suppose, to be compared to characters for. Can't think of any off the top of my head, but I bet there are plenty. What kind of apples, though? That's my question. Because I don't know, there's some pretty big types of apples out there. Depending on the types. Okay, so, like, yeah, your classic, like, reds, yeah. Red Delicious, I believe is the name of them. But, yeah, so your classic, like, those, yeah, that's decent height, I feel. Although, then again, I also know, like, some short people. And I'm not talking Helpy. Had to crack the joke, had to. Actually, we're going to need to. scooch this more. I have a weird feeling, just for the sake of how in most of the games and most fans' opinions of Balloon Boy, he just likes to mess with people, like jump scare them and just prank them, basically. I have a weird feeling that him and Helpy would get along in the end. At first, it would kind of be like, not best of friends, but then they'd like either both jump scare each other at a certain point and realize, like, wait, you do that too? And then be friends. So I think yeah, they'd end up being friends and like each other, but at first probably hate each other. I still say I need to learn to animate, speaking of Helpy, to do just Helpy as a mafia boss. Because one of my friends was like, it kind of sounds mob bossish depending on how you do it. Like, kind of mob boss vibes. And I was like, you're right, it does. And then just crack the joke of like that, you break my heart. Just like lanyard or something.
Oh, okay, this is my Helpy voice without that. Let me get the whole nasally thing going there. Okay, so this is basically my Helpy voice without the filters. It's kind of just, I don't know, I took some tips from the voice actor who does, Funtime Freddy, how he said if he ever did Helpy, he'd kind of have it be toothy version of Funtime Freddy. And I was like, well, I kind of like that, but I don't know. This voice just, yeah.
I approve it. Yeah, it does kind of sound that way. But yeah, so there's my Helpy voice, without any filters. Some of my character voices I've mentioned to some people off of chat, they do sound a bit different without, like, the editing that I do to them. But then again, that's, like, pretty much any, like, FNAF character, especially, I know for a fact, due to an interview I watched, the puppet, a certain version of the puppet. It's fine.
I honestly don't know why it kind of came off sounding a bit Russian. But yeah, I think it's because most people, when they think of Russian characters, they think a bit gruff.
I have done a Russian voiced character before in one of my past ASMRs, which was actually based on a cat that I knew in real life. Because this cat was just like the ultimate badass. Like, it got in fights every night, and won, and even lost a chunk of its ear to a fight and didn't really seem to care. And so, yeah, I referenced that cat because it was just so intense, this one cat I had encountered. Oh, can I try doing Wally? I need to look up a picture of him again because it's been just it's been a teeny bit, I know, but I am kind of curious because my brain for certain characters works better when I have an image. So let me see, because I forget off of the top of my head which how he looks. Sorry, folks. Just kind of giggling at the fact the first thing when I type in Wally usually would have been back in the day, well, from, Wally, the Pixar Disney film. But this time I typed in Wally and it was instantly like, welcome home? All right, let me see. All right, cool. And it even has some of the more creepy, because I don't know, for certain characters that have kind of a dual personality thing or dual type of ways to do, like their appearances, I try and look at both. Because that factors in, because you can sometimes slip into like a friendly seeming character, you know, a kind of more creepy touch, depending. All right. Let me see. Oh, that one has text. So I can kind of read that text that one of them has as well. All right, take a quick drink here. Well, hey there, neighbor. How's it going? It's wonderful to meet you. Welcome to the neighborhood. Welcome to the live stream. And yeah, that's the Wally that I would do. I would kind of do him a bit softer and a bit kind of like this. Because it just sounds like, I don't know, I've always associated certain kids' TV show characters or main characters with a kind of nicer flat voice. Ooh, congrats, yay, you got the pin. Heck yeah, that is awesome. I am happy you got it, Rebecca. I am currently, as I stream, wearing one of those pins as well. Because I fell in love with that design when I ended up finishing it. But yeah, so that would be Wally for the more normal, but because there's that, Nice. I approve. That's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of vibe I wanted when looking at the images and wanting to try out for that character too, is kind of a more old-fashioned vibe to him, you know. So it just felt more friendly. But then if I were to do like the more how there's fan art of like the darker, creepier touches to him, I would kind of end up going a bit gruffer. Maybe slower and more soft. So that way it can have that little hint of crazy. Because I don't know, there was, I forget, yeah, it was Mark Hamill, hilariously enough. But Mark Hamill played a killer in a film. Surprise, surprise. Who, he kind of, like, I don't know, that's why I would go that way, because it's like, For the falls down a flight of stairs, I'm horrible. But uh, yeah, Family Guy. I think that's it. Just son falling downstairs in an almost musical way. But yeah, I'm also, I won't lie, I'm a bit of a Wally simp at this point. Yeah, can't lie. Oh no, I've killed somebody with laughter. Oh dear. Yeah, I won't lie, I'm a bit of a simp for Wally and Barnaby just because they're both cute. Cool looking characters. I don't know. I have a weakness for the like I should be terrified of them characters cuz there's something dark and unusual about them. But anytime I see characters like that, I'm just like, "Ooh, I found a new thing to simp about." which is just terrible. I would honestly say Freddy and Roxanne as Lois and Peter. I have to go there. Like, I have to. I can't lie. I have to go there. So that would be what I'd say for that. Ooh. Okay, I need to check that out then. Beautiful Dreamer. Okay. I know I've also seen it's more a fan video, and I was mentioning it early in the stream, but I found a video of Wally, like, combing his hair, and it's not styled, so it's not in that, you know, kind of greaser looking. And yes, yes, Linnet, it's so true. Oh God, I'm terrible. I'm gonna crack the joke. But Afton, Springtrap is, why, hello there. I got some popsicles in the freezer. I'm terrible. I went there. Afton is Herbert. Please don't come after me, Steel Wolf. Please don't come after me for that joke. I'm sorry. I regret it. I highly doubt they would do anything. But I just have to crack the joke there of don't come after me, Steel Wolf. I didn't mean the joke about Afton. Oh. But yeah, let's see. Instead of just hearing that, like, classic, open up, FBI, all I hear is, thunk, 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 open up, Fazbear Entertainment. Oh. That's also why, folks, like, I'm kind of careful about some of the voice requests I take. Because I do enjoy doing this and messing around, but I'm not going to make any of you, for instance, like, pay for a request. Even if I did a charity stream, I'd find some other way, you know, to make it entertaining and something. Which I haven't considered a charity stream yet, honestly. I still don't know if I would ever do one of those, because that's, like... I don't know the behind-the-scenes stuff for that. I don't know how much work has to go into coordinating between the organization and myself. For all I know, that could be one heck of a feat. Yep. I still love the joke of, like, because it is a reference to something that's referenced in the game, basically, is how Jackie at one point in one of the ASMRs says, well, okay, I'll do a joke and serious take on the what Spring Body would think of that. Serious take. Oh God, Fred. What's happened? And then for a less serious take, Fred, you got some kid in your teeth right there. And yes, that is my Spring Bonnie voice without filter. It's basically, I just went for the most heavy kind of country sounding voice that I could do. And then just occasionally, for, you know, a little bit of extra cheer, do that.
Yes, I'd like to order a pizza. With all the toppings, yes. Oh, yes, and the child, too.
Oh. When Fredbear orders a pizza, he orders one with a kid on the side. Oh, God. Hey, Blight, welcome. But yeah, so this is so far what we've got, folks. I may improve it a bit more down the road. But I think that this is a really solid start for Monty's. All I can think for that, jokingly, as I said after seeing the video of him combing his hair, just put a lot of hair care products in a circle with a nice comb, and you'll be good. You'll summon that boy. That's how you get Wally Darling, is you just put a lot of good hair care products in there, because I mean, I've looked into like some of the prop and like fake like dummy making back in the day, cuz as I said, I researched some weird stuff when I want to do characters, and at one point someone was like, "We kind of need you in one of our Batman role plays to do the ventriloquist." Oh yeah, and he loves apples, true. So an apple, yeah. Don't forget the apple. Can't forget that. But yeah, that's what I was saying, that they wanted me to do the ventriloquist from Batman. Yes, the pompadour. I forgot about that. Yeah, I used to actually in real life rock a pompadour a bit here and there. No joke. I went through a period when I was just kind of like into the 50s like hairstyles and stuff, and yeah. Although I used to crack a lot of jokes like about the fawns and stuff too while rocking that hairstyle, so people were unsure if I rocked it as a joke or if I was serious. I think I could probably attempt to do that. Yeah, I could. I'm happy to give it a go. I'd probably, if I were gonna have it be like him getting summoned, me and my weird concept, because they've kind of got that like old, almost, I don't know, I get heavy, what I like to call forgotten character vibes. And that's like Bendy and the Ink Machine. If any of you have ever played Mickey Mouse and the Magic Paintbrush, which was an old game, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit basically was the villain because everybody had forgotten his cartoon, and he was technically, if you know your history, he was Walt's, if you know, cartoon characters are your kids, he was Walt's first kid who got abandoned for Mickey, which is sad. But yeah, so that's, I would totally do a Wally one, and I'd probably have it be like the person's watching TV, for just like a loose idea of what I may go with if I do this. Person's watching TV, and then the channel starts to change on its own, and then stuff starts to happen. If I am going to do it, I don't want to go too much into detail of the ideas I'm having for it, but yeah. Oh, and what does that remind you of? I am curious. Because I know if you're talking about an ASMR I did before, I know I did Frankie the Fox, one of my original characters, who's like an old black and white cartoon character. Oh, like the voice? Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Yeah, I can maybe do that at some point. I'm thinking not this stream. I'm trying to take it a bit easy this stream. My apologies, Lynette and folks. It's just after, as I said, the drama last night. I'm kind of just a little worn out. Trying to keep my sanity. But I will definitely be doing an ASMR of that now because that is a wonderful idea, and I've been looking for things to kind of branch out to. That's also why I rewatched the. Uh. Oh God, I'm sorry, Spring Jelly. You didn't get sleep either. Then, dang. That's a bit weird. Random to have somebody say that you're a look-alike for that. I've never had any people, okay, aside from like when I cosplayed Joker, which I've mentioned a couple times here in the streams. Some people said I looked like certain versions of Joker. I don't know if I legit did or what, but yeah, some people said that. But I always find that weird when people compare people to video game characters that are like not exactly human in shape. I'm like, I mean, no offense, but do you need glasses? Are you seeing properly? Weird. I do not know why that would happen then. That is a random thing to get told by somebody when you're just dressed normally. I mean, I could see it if it's like, you know, you're wearing stuff that's kind of similar in some ways visually, but just dressed normally, that's a little random, yeah. That's pretty random. Alright, now that we've got more of this kind of fleshed out, folks, I'm thinking it's time to take a ride. Right, stop the test ride, start up the test ride, and then we get back on here. Maybe, yeah. And oh yeah, I've seen the Batman versus Dracula as well as another vampire comic that I adored with Batman where Batman was the vampire, but Joker was a crazed priest trying to stop him, and it's in like medieval times, and Batman is like, he's not a good guy by any stretch of the imagination. He's basically like a vampire that succumbed to his bloodlust, and Joker's, I mean, I wouldn't say a good guy in that comic. They're both pretty bad in it. I was like, this is just a situation where not even, oh yeah, I've seen the movie, yeah. But yeah, I was just saying the comic as well, because that's like the other thing that I was like, I know people are like, this is pretty intense in this, but I'm like, if you saw Batman as a vampire, you would be like,
Oh dear.
And yeah, the Batman versus Dracula movie is awesome. I saw it quite a while back. I forget with who. I think it was with one of my friends or something. But yeah, I've seen that and I liked that. That was a good movie. All right, here we go. Monty's shack and Monty's family hanging out. Oh. And yeah, I do wonder about Wally Darling. How hard would it be for him to kill somebody? Would he like need a step stool occasionally? Okay, Spring Jelly, have fun. And my apologies as well that the stream is a little kind of meh today, folks. It's just as I said, with everything that happened with the server, I am kind of in a bit of a less energetic mood. But yeah, the stream will kind of be stopping here soonish. Oh yeah, the fact that he uses his eyes to eat. I've actually seen a joke comic of the fact that he uses his eyes to eat, as he's like eating a lemon, and then suddenly his eyes are all red, and it's just him like in a very extreme expression of pain and regret. Yeah, I say you should try doing some cosplay. I feel cosplay is really fun, honestly. And I mean, I know there's a lot of people who will be like, oh, don't, cosplay characters outside your gender or race. BS. Excuse the French, folks. BS is my opinion on that. I'm calling major BS. Cosplay is for all ages, all races, all genders, all of that. And yeah, it's weird. I've heard people say stuff like that, like you shouldn't do that, but I'm like, BS, that's not okay to say. Everybody should be able to. Like, I knew one guy who, like Toy Story, Stinky Pete, that character from the Toy Story movie. He at first started cosplaying that character because his daughters cosplayed and they were little girls and they really adored it and found that character funny, so he did it just to, bring some joy to them while they were at the convention. Yay. Okay, that is awesome. And yeah, no gatekeeping, exactly. And yeah, that's why I loved like this like dad, because he did like the most amazing Stinky Pete the Miner from Toy Story the movie. You would think that the toy walked off the screen. His face had a plastic sheen to it because of makeup stuff he had used. He had this massive beard, like the character. He would cover it with makeup to get it that plasticky white looking and everything. And he had the time of his life. And that was one of the things that I was like, this proves how wrong you people are. This guy who just started doing it for his, like, daughters, just, to make them happy, fell in love with it and just kept on doing it. And I would say pretty long. Like, I liked, as I've said before, that one video I saw where it just shows him with his hair undone. And it was just, like, really, really massively long. Oh, let me see if I can find the video on YouTube, because I know I have it liked, so we're going to be stuck on a boat ride for a little bit here, folks, just for a teeny bit. Because I am checking to see my library of likes and dislikes and stuff on YouTube, because I know I had it somewhere in my likes on YouTube. And I'll probably just post it in the comments somewhere. If I can find it. Let's see here. Yes, here it is. I need to mute my audio, though, for right now, because I do not want copyright from having the song randomly play in the background. So give me one fast sec, folks. Come on, YouTube.
Want a break from the ads?
If you folks heard that, that's one of them that I watched for Wally Darling. One, it was just the joke of want a break from the ads.
Come to TurboTax.
No, shush. Shush, YouTube. I don't want to hear your... Come to TurboTax. Alright, so I'm posting it in the chat here, folks, for people to see. But this is the clip I am talking about, and I feel this is the perfect example of how long Wally's hair is with it down. Yes, TurboTax has invaded my YouTube. Want a break from the ads? Wait, let's see if I can do this. Because I have my own joke for the want a break from the ads. Want a break from the ads. Let's see. Want a break from the ads?
Want a break from the ads? Want a break from the ads?
Anyways, there we go. There's your weird want a break from the ads. And yeah, like Wally looks like he's like real hair. Long, luscious locks on that boy. Yes. I approve. But yeah, folks, it is 7:13 here, so I am probably going to be calling it a night real soon here, stream-wise. As I said, I apologize for being so gosh darn quick of a stream. Oh, good lord, yes. Yes, I approve. I honestly, like, I may have, like, YouTube ads on my channel now because I need to monetize to get some cash and everything. But that's also kind of hard when they have so many restrictions on things. They're all understandable, a lot of them, but I'm like, oh, come on, this is making it a bit tough that, like, I can't do certain things or I'm gonna get demonetized or have risk of issues on the channel. But that's a lot of inner working shit. Oops. Censored. You folks will rarely hear me swear, but that's one of the times I just sweared. But, yeah, so that's inner working stuff there. Yep, oopsie. What would Wally think of the security breach games if he was in them? That is an interesting question. I wonder what he would think. I think he would probably find certain of the, like, animatronics interesting. I don't know a lot about the character. Just a bit here and there. But yeah. Yes, I approve of that. Wunder. I approve of that, Wunder. That's, yeah. But yeah, folks, so far, now we have the major starts of Monty's ride. We have, you know, just some little decoratives. And yes, I do think you would like them, yeah. I do think you would like Sun and Moon, yeah. But yeah, so then we have the, as I said, starts of Monty's all created. So that will be worked on more next stream when I am more, prepared for things. But yeah, so that's what we have for now for new Fazland is this. But yeah, it's growing pretty nicely, and we'll have a lot of other rides in the end. I mean, they'll be pretty massive like this is, But yeah, so that's new Fazland. And I hope everybody... I know the stream, as I said, was a little bit boring today. My apologies for that. I will definitely be amping that up next time, though. No worries. I will be back in full swing for things next weekend. Yeah, bye, folks. But I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of the weekend and everything as well. And have a great week as well, too. Because, yeah, I just really hope that for all of you guys. And thank you, Rebecca, and thank you, everybody, for being such awesome fans and everything. All of you, even people watching this back. And yeah, see y'all next time.